Well, hasn't it been a while, folks? Yes, it's been a long time since I did an update video, but now's the time to do it because a lot of changes will happen in the future, along with intimate changes that will happen shortly as well. Not to mention, I want to update you guys on exactly what's been going on in my life, why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, and what I've got planned to do in the future. So I guess we better get started, right? And how do you start a video like this? Well, I guess the first thing I want to say, and I say this a lot, thank you so much for helping me get my YouTube channel to where it is today, folks. When I first started Affro's Curiosities about 3 years ago, I never thought I'd get this far. I thought it'd be just something to do because I was so tired of doing Let's Plays. I was not enjoying them. I felt creatively impaired, and I felt that with what I was learning at uni at the time wasn't being put to full use. And I also just felt with Let's Plays that it was very repetitive. I'm not saying Let's Plays are bad, obviously. There are people out there who do it really well and they've really transformed the way that we watch them today, and there's always a Let's Play for somebody. But to me, the Let's Plays were not creatively fulfilling me anymore. So I took a chance with Affro's Curiosities, where I would look at things from my past initially, and obviously that's changed now, but that's how I started it because I thought I'd have more passion about it, and I just wanted to talk about it. You know, there were people who talked about many avenues of retro games, but not many discussed demo discs from later PlayStation years and games that I grew up with, because a lot of the games that I grew up with were not games that everyone seems to talk about, which further motivated me to go ahead and do Affro's Curiosities. Since then, it's transformed. I've talked about all kinds of subjects. I've talked about upscalers. I've compared emulation versus real hardware. I've included Sega Saturn games, PSP games. I've included Sega Dreamcast games. I recently did a Mega Drive game, Streets of Rage. So the whole channel has blown up in a way where I can talk about anything I want, regardless of whether it was from my time when I grew up with the thing, or whether it was something that I discovered recently, like the Sega Saturn, for example. So I took a chance on it, and obviously since then I've worked really hard to improve the sound quality, the picture quality, the overall feel of the video. I've tried to make sure the scripts were not so tightly written that I couldn't have some fun and be a bit more fluid with it. And then I've obviously got feedback from you guys. You know, thanks to you guys, actually, I found DuckStation recently, and I've really enjoyed DuckStation. And I've heard of other aspects of gaming that I didn't know about, and you know, I've heard a lot about CRT TVs on my channel lately. I wonder why that is. So honestly, guys, what I'm trying to say is thanks to you guys sticking with me, watching Affro's Curiosities, letting me be the person that I wanted to be, and for coming back to the channel, watching the things I've got to say, and also commenting on what you have to say. It's really shaped the channel, and it's helped me carry on and maintain my enthusiasm and momentum. And as you can see, folks, you know, we're closing in now on 1,000 subscribers. We're nearly there now. We're at 842 at the time of recording this video. So again, honestly, folks, thank you so much, and I really hope I can do this channel justice as time goes on. But that brings me now to what the big news is, and there's quite a few big newses, but this is the biggest one of them all. I've got 2 more videos to come, and I've decided they're going to be, one of them will be me playing PlayStation games from Japan that I'd never heard or seen before on the PSP, so we can see how the Japanese made their games compared to us Westerners. And plus also it'd just be interesting to see how many games in Japan that we missed out on, because obviously until recently I never imported games, and I didn't know anything about this Japanese market. So it'd be nice to see some of these games and see exactly how they play, and if I can actually get through them due to the Japanese language, for some of them anyway. And the second video is actually going to be a remake, basically, of a video that I made earlier this year, or last year even in this case, where I looked at the Porter component to HDMI upscaler against the OSSC. And the reason why I'm going to remake that, I'm still going to keep the old one, but the reason I'm going to remake this one is because the video I had to use the old Elgato Game Capture HD to get the Porter footage, but now I know how to get that how to get the upscaler working with the HD 60s Plus that I use in practically all my recording of console games. So that will make the test more fair, and I can show you guys a lot more games as well. So I will be remaking that video. I'll be doing the Japanese PS1 games on my PSP. Then I will be taking a much needed break. You folks may not know this about me, but I work six nights a week on average, with only 2 nights off. Occasionally I work 5 nights, and then I get 3 nights off. But that's more the the 6 nights in, 2 nights off. That's more the norm for me. That's the type of schedule that I have to work around. So you can imagine working at night 6 nights a week is very tough, and then you have to go stay up in the morning to do my editing or video recording, then I have to go to sleep, and I have to repeat this all the time. And I've been doing this now for the past 1.5 years now, so obviously to do that while making weekly YouTube videos, to me that's quite an achievement, but it takes a toll on you. And so I think now, after those 2 videos come out, this would be the perfect time for me to finally go ahead and take that much needed break. Now, before you guys ask me, no, I'm mentally fine. I could carry on doing this. No, I'm not tired. I can easily recover. And no, I'm not burnt out. I've got plenty of ideas, and I've got plenty of things to buy, which I will talk about in this video as well. But it's none of those things. I just want to rest. I've been doing this for continuously for a whole year now. Plus, I just want a break, and I want time to get things together, so that when I come back, I'll be stronger, more willing, more enthusiastic, and better than ever. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it, folks. Okay? So if you were slightly worried about these types of videos coming from me, you've got nothing to worry about. It's just having a creative recharge. That's all it is. So with that being said, though, other changes that are going to happen on the channel, and things that I've got now, which should help me do more videos that you guys may want me to do. I've now got a Apple M1 MacBook Pro. Yes, I know, shock horror. How could Affro turn to Apple? Oh my god. No, guys, just listen. I've still got my Windows desktop. That will never change. I will always have a Windows desktop. But for editing on the go and for having quicker performance today, I needed that MacBook, because not only do I get frustrated not being able to edit when I want to, but also Macs are very good with their software, and these particular Macs, not the Intel Macs, those are rubbish. This one with their own silicon is so much better. This is the kind of computer that I can buy into, and I've already got it. I've had it for a week now, recording this video, and I've loved it. Yes, it hasn't been flawless, and yes, there are some compatibility issues due to running the ARM process, the ARM architecture, instead of x86, but overall, I'm glad I bought it. I just need a few things to make it really work for me, and then I'll be getting started with editing on that computer. So while we're here then, other things that I'm going to try and get for the channel. So we already got the MacBook. I need to get peripherals for it. I need to get a new hard drive. I need to get a USB hub with USB 3. I need to get an EverDrive for my Sega Mega Drive. So I want to get the EverDrive Pro, so I can record any Sega Mega Drive or Genesis game, along with, and this one's more important to me, Sega CD. I've always wanted Sega CD games, and I've always wanted a Sega CD. Buying the Sega CD itself, not a problem. Bit expensive, but not a problem. Buying the games though, oh my god. I went to a game store before the lockdown kicked in again, and boy oh boy, the games are hilariously expensive. So the Mega EverDrive is definitely going to help me in that area. Also, I'll be doing the same with my Super Nintendo. I'll be getting the SD to SNES. Yeah, that's what it's called, I think. Same sort of situation again, playing all the SNES games. I don't know if the Super FX chips games work, but I'm sure I'll find out. And I also want to try and get other elements to my retro setup as well, so I can do more testing. So I'm going to buy more cheap upscalers, because I know you guys always look into those, so I can show you exactly what to get for your money and what to avoid. And I also want to revamp my scripting along with the intro that I have. I mean, people like my intro, but I still want to revamp it anyway. So hopefully all this together will make season 5 a much more interesting experience, but also a more engaging and fun one, along with me being able to express myself a lot more than I currently do now. And believe me, I'm very expressive sometimes. So that's the main thing about the channel update. As for the break, just to say about its length, how long will I be on a break for? I will be on a break for at least 2 months. Yes, so by the time I start my break in, I guess, March, I'm going to be away until May. Now, I might be away on YouTube, but if you guys want to keep in contact with me, I'll be on Twitter, I'll be on Instagram, and I'm sure in live streams when I'm not at work, obviously, I will join in and I will be there as well. So I'll still be around, I'll still be active. It's just the channel itself isn't going to be too active, but that's because behind the scenes I'm working very hard to make sure that the content that you guys see will be as high quality, if not higher quality than now. So when I eventually return, I will be pumped, primed and ready to go and kick some butt. So, oh, actually there is one more thing. The last thing that I'm going to do as well, I'm going to introduce a new segment to the channel, and it will be called Affro's Curiosities Mini. So basically it's the same as Affro's Curiosities but on a smaller scale. And what I will do with this is, obviously there's a lot of games that I'm playing recently, you know, PS5 games, PS4 and PC and all that other stuff, but there may be some games where I want to talk about them, but I don't necessarily want to dedicate a huge section or a huge chunk of time in an Affro's Curiosities video. So the mini version will help me get out more videos more frequently while being not as taxing on me, because obviously they're shorter, they're going to be less than 7 minutes or so at a time, you know. And also, of course, as well, it'd be nice to increase the video production as well, so I'm still on my toes. That's the plan anyway. Alright folks, I think I've rambled on long enough now. I'm sorry again if the whole thing was jumpy here and there. I like to do these update videos in one take. I don't like to constantly edit them. I want them to feel real and proper and done and like it came from the heart, not scripted and stilted and, you know, sounding like that I'm trying to sound too professional all the time. That sort of thing is reserved for Affro's Curiosities and nothing else. So folks, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you look forward to what's to come in the future. Until then, thank you for watching, and until my next video, I will see you soon.